Steve Kornacki, MSNBC national political correspondent, Danielle Moodie-Mills, Sirius XM host. I watched it. I love XM, but I like 60s on 6. But anyway, I want your thoughts. Your thought first.
Okay.
What's going on with Biden?
I think that Biden is doing what he has done in the past 2 times that he has run for president. He comes in very strong. He has hard name recognition. People are very excited by him. In this particular election, he is a security blanket. He's the nostalgia candidate. He reminds us of a forgotten time. 8 years ago, he reminds us of 8 years of Barack Obama, 8 years of a new Camelot. And I think that what is happening is that as people are getting closer and closer to understanding who he is, differentiating him from the field, we're asking ourselves, what is his policy initiatives? Yeah. What are his great big ideas? And we are unsure of what those are.
And what's he communicating?
You know what?
What does Biden say to people?
I think it's what they receive from him, because when you look inside the numbers here, what jumps out at me the most is a massive, I mean, in a way I can't remember seeing before, generational divide on this thing.
You said today, I was watching you all day, you said people over 50?
50, yeah. This is basically half the Democratic Party is over 50 years old, half is under 50. So use that as a dividing line. Over 50, Biden is running away with this.
Are they more politically moderate or more cautious or more aware of what happened in the past with people like McGovern? Do they have a memory of disaster when the party goes too left?
My sense of it is it's about caution. It's a strategic sort of thing. I sense that's what it is. The electability argument is going to play with 50 plus more than it's going to play with 18 to 49. He's at 6% with Democratic voters under 50 years old.
I think we have one here. In fact, you are too. But let me ask you this.
I think that's problematic.
I like the guy. I mean, I'm a moderate, so I'm moderate left. I think he's been running as the designated driver. I can get you home tonight. I'm literal. What is a designated driver? Somebody drives safely and gets you home. They don't take you somewhere.
Sure.
They take you home.
Designated drivers are important. Security blankets are security for a reason. I think that this particular election needs more than that. I think it needs vibrancy. I think it needs passion. I think it needs focus.
Who's the best bet to beat Trump?
Anyone.
No, come on. Who's the best
come on,
bet?
Chris. Anybody in the top 5, they tell us 7 percentage points are
so everybody has an equal chance.
Trump.
Everybody has an equal chance.
Everybody has an equal chance. There are some that right now, 435 days away, have a little bit better. Biden is one of those people that has a little bit of better margin.
Let me ask you about what happened to Kamala, because Kamala seems to be good on television. She comes across well. She's sparkling with life. There's nothing deadhead about her. And she's smart as hell, and she's aggressive. Why isn't she working?
So you've got this Monmouth poll. You can go beginning of the summer to end of summer, and it looks like she hasn't moved. But some of the pollsters who tracked it more sort of regularly through the summer did see big movement towards her after that first Democratic debate.
Yeah, she blew once in a way.
That moment with Joe Biden.
On the floor.
But after that second debate, it started to go the other way.
Well, because Tulsi Gabbard went out to the left.
Right. So it's almost like she, in that one moment there with Biden, and I think you saw something about Kamala Harris. She is a prosecutor. She is prepared.
Yeah.
She came to deliver the moment, and she delivered it. When she was caught off guard, maybe, in that second debate, it played differently with voters.
Well, as it stands now, there's 10 candidates who've qualified for the third debate, which is in 2 weeks down in Houston, which means we'll see Biden, Sanders, and Warren all probably put together in the middle of the stage. We know how they stage these things for the first time. How's that going to look? How's it going to work with the 3 of them, like, bunched?
I think for the first time that voters are going to really pay attention, because they're going to see everybody on stage together. They're going to see how they play together. And frankly, Biden, 2 debates down, he has not been doing well. He has not showed up.
What's his problem?
He has not shown up. I think that he is unprepared. Why does Biden, every time he's asked a question, why doesn't he follow through? Why does he cut himself off? Right? A debate is an opportunity for you to show your message.
To exploit.
For you to exploit.
He doesn't exploit the moment.
He stops himself. He says, oh, I'm out of time.
Well, he did that the first time.
He did that twice. Before the moderators even say to him, you know what, you're out of time, or the light comes up on his stand, he stops himself. He needs to run through the tape like it's a race, because it is, and he hasn't done that yet.
I think he memorizes since the first debate. And I think memorized material shows. And I think when you memorize, and then when the moderator says you're out of time, he just stops. Whereas if you had a point, when Kamala has a point, she keeps talking.
But the contrast, when you think back, why was Joe Biden vice president in the first place? Why did Barack Obama turn to him in 2008? One of the reasons, you remember those Democratic debates in 2007, 2008? Biden stole the show at half of them. He was impressive on that stage. And the Obama campaign saw something in that. The guy now, the question to me is this a politician who's got, is in the prevent defense? Is he just there trying to avoid giving up the big play, or is there something else going on?
You mean like the Speaker of the House is doing on impeachment? No, it's a great question, because I think Biden actually worked for the white working class guy that he put, as I say, he put the apostrophe in Obama. He made him one of the boys because he was like a regular guy. He wasn't aloof intellectual like Obama. You know what I mean? So, I'm not sure the voters want that kind of character as their standard bearer.
The reality is that I think that, again, Joe Biden shows himself to be a security blanket. He shows himself to be somebody
that's so
that you
negative.
can like. Is it negative? Everybody loves a security blanket, right? It's part of peanuts.
When you're old, you do.
Well, no, many people wrap themselves in that and they move forward with it. But the idea is this, is that he's not offering anything that is a spark, that is different than Trump. He is offering the other side of the coin, which is problematic to me. He is still talking to the white working class, right, in a way that they are the only people that we need to be getting a vote from. And I'm saying to myself, why? Why are they the only ones that you're going after? Why are they the ones that you're offering a nostalgia case to? Why not offer something big and bold like Warren and like Bernie Sanders?
I think it reflects him. Yeah. Let's talk about the Republicans. John Kasich, everybody, all the buzz we talk to people, is the one candidate who could challenge Trump for his base. He's not running yet.
I don't see it. Trump's approval rating with Republicans is 88%. And if you look at the past presidents who've gotten any kind of primary challenge, they've not been at that level. I tell you, Jimmy Carter, you know, with Ted Kennedy, Jimmy Carter was under 50% with Democrats when that started.
Still beat him, though.
Yeah, but
I was there.
Sure. But I'm just saying, to even get into trouble in the first place, you know, George H.W. Bush was at 73% and falling fast with Republicans when Buchanan got in. 88%. There's not a lot of room for a challenge.
You know, you were hitting on something, because I'm the history guy around here. So I remember in 1979, Roger Mudd, one of the greatest reporters ever in television, asked Ted Kennedy, who was a very attractive candidate, why do you want to be president? He didn't have the answer. And that's the Biden question.
That is the Biden question, and I think that he wants to be president because he thinks that he's electable. I think he wants to be president for the same reason that Dr. Jill Biden came out and said sometimes you got to swallow a pill. He may not have
Did she say that?
She said it, and I didn't understand
why.
No,
she needs better surrogates. Thank you very much. You're so tough but so smart. Thank you, Danielle, Moodie-Mills, and thank you, Steve Kornacki. I love this sort of chat. I love you at the board, too. I love this chat. I love this here. Up next, the once crowded field of 2020 Democratic candidates is slowly narrowing.